Hey there, tech enthusiasts and code warriors. Today we're diving deep into the world of AI coding assistants, and specifically, we're going to unpack the real deal with ChatGPT. Buckle up, because I'm about to share some insider insights that might just change how you approach coding with AI. Now, you know I like to cut through the noise and give you the straight facts. And when it comes to AI and coding, there's been a ton of hype, some of it deserved, some of it, not so much. So, in this video, we're going to break down exactly what ChatGPT is good at, where it falls short, and how you can leverage it to actually become a more efficient and powerful coder. Let's get into it. Okay, let's rewind for a second. Remember when ChatGPT first exploded onto the scene? I mean, the internet basically lost its collective mind. Developers were freaking out, thinking this was it. The robot uprising was upon us, and all our jobs were about to be replaced by lines of AI-generated code. And yeah, at first glance, it was easy to get swept up in the hype. ChatGPT could spit out functional code snippets, translate between languages, and even debug with surprising accuracy. But as with any new tech, especially one this groundbreaking, the initial excitement was laced with a whole lot of unrealistic expectations. The reality is, ChatGPT didn't magically transform coding overnight. It didn't replace developers, and it's not about to, at least not anytime soon. But, and this is a big but, that doesn't mean it's not an incredibly powerful tool when used correctly. One area where ChatGPT truly shines is in code generation and rapid prototyping. Imagine needing a basic React component structure or wanting to scaffold out a Flask API. Instead of manually typing out all that boilerplate code, you can literally just describe what you need to ChatGPT, and boom, it generates a solid starting point in seconds. I've used it myself for quickly whipping up HTML templates, generating regular expressions, because who can ever remember those, and even creating basic game logic. It's like having an intern who's really good at following instructions and churning out clean basic code. Now, don't expect it to build you the next Facebook. But for those repetitive tasks or getting a project off the ground quickly, ChatGPT can be a serious time saver. Another thing that really impressed me about ChatGPT is its ability to help with debugging and code explanation. We've all been there, staring at a wall of code trying to figure out why on earth it's not behaving the way it should. You feed that stubborn code snippet into ChatGPT, and it can often pinpoint the issue with surprising accuracy. Even better, it doesn't just tell you what's wrong, it explains why it's wrong, walking you through the logic step by step. This is incredibly valuable, especially for beginners who are still learning the ropes. It's like having a patient tutor available 24/7 to break down complex concepts and make them click. And even for seasoned developers, having a fresh set of eyes to look at your code and offer insights can be a lifesaver. Chapter 4: Breaking Down Language Barriers. So, you've mastered Python and now you want to dabble in JavaScript? Or maybe you need to understand a code snippet written in a language you've never even seen before. ChatGPT becomes your multilingual coding translator and guide. It can seamlessly convert code between different programming languages, preserving the logic and functionality while adapting the syntax. This is huge for learning new languages, collaborating on projects with teams using different tech stacks, or even just quickly understanding a piece of code outside your comfort zone. And it's not just about the literal translation. You can ask ChatGPT to explain a concept from one language in the context of another, helping you bridge those knowledge gaps more effectively. It's like having a real-time interpreter for the entire world of coding. Chapter 5: The Limits of Context. Now, before we get too carried away with the awesomeness of AI coding, it's important to understand its limitations. One of the biggest ones with ChatGPT is its lack of real-time context awareness. What do I mean by that? Well, ChatGPT essentially treats each interaction as a fresh conversation. It doesn't retain the entire history of your project, understand the relationships between different files, or grasp the bigger picture of your application's architecture. So while it's great for generating individual components or explaining isolated code snippets, you can't rely on it for tasks that require a deep understanding of your project's overall structure and logic. For example, you wouldn't ask ChatGPT to refactor your entire codebase or design a complex system with multiple interconnected modules. At least not yet. Chapter 6: Trust but verify always. Now for the million-dollar question, can you blindly trust ChatGPT to write perfect code every time? The short answer is absolutely not. As impressive as it is, ChatGPT can and will generate code that looks right on the surface but contains subtle bugs, inefficiencies, or even security vulnerabilities. Think of it like a super smart intern who's still learning. They can produce amazing work, but they need guidance and oversight. That's why it's crucial to treat ChatGPT as a powerful assistant, not a replacement for your own coding knowledge and critical thinking skills. Always, and I mean always, review and test its output thoroughly, just like you would with code written by a human. Outro, the future of coding with AI. So, there you have it. The truth about ChatGPT for coding, separating the hype from the reality. It's not about to steal our jobs, but it is a game changer when used strategically. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this helpful, smash that subscribe button and leave a comment about your own AI coding experiences. Let me know what you're using ChatGPT for, and if you found any cool tricks or workarounds.